You bet. Matthew, a former sommelier and now my business partner, was doing his best to learn about cheese. In exchange, he instructed me about the complexities of wine. Our arrangement was what you would call a delicious swap. Well, it's killer, he said. Truly killer. A chill shimmied through the tent. I twisted the knob on the standing heater beneath the buffet table and cozied up to it. Once we opened the tent to customers, we'd have the heater on all the time. The front door flew open and a dash of yesterday's featherlight snow fluttered inside. Then Sylvie, Matthew's buxom ex-wife, entered. "Hello, love," she bolted toward us, waving a handful of glossy flyers. A cool breeze swirled through the tent until the door swung shut. "Speaking of exes," I said dryly as I felt my eyebrows rise. "What are you?" Matthew sputtered. "Why?" He gaped at Sylvie with outright shock. I didn't do much better. The lacy purple teddy Sylvie wore barely covered her ample chest and her you-know-what. I couldn't imagine that the purple muffler and ankle-high Uggs she was wearing provided enough warmth to bear the nip in the air. Her shoulders were dimpled with goosebumps. "Did you forget to put on clothes?" Matthew managed to blurt out. "I'm advertising, love," Sylvie announced in her clipped British accent as she waved the flyers. "Advertising what?" I pressed my lips together to keep the snarky comment from escaping. Good business required tact, even with ex-in-laws. Sylvie owned a women's boutique called Under Wraps. Many of the items in the store's window would make the sultriest vixen blush. A few years back, Sylvie abandoned Matthew and their girls to live with Mumsy and Dad in merry old England. A couple of months ago, she returned to Providence. Much to Matthew's vexation, she had wheedled her way back into their 9, soon-to-be 10-year-old twins' lives. "I've rented the tent next to yours," Sylvie fluffed her acid-white hair. Static electricity in the air made it stick straight up on top, but I didn't tell her, my silence giving me a wicked pleasure. "What better lure than the aromas of cinnamon and hot-spun sugar from the neighboring tents, right, love?" To increase business during winter months, the Igloo ice cream parlor made all sorts of delectable treats. The Igloo had rented a tent near ours, and though the fair wasn't officially open, the shop was already selling its spicy winter version of cotton candy. Other scents like pine trees, cocoa, and brandy-laced crepes filled the air as well. "Come on, Matty Matt, sales are down," Sylvie said. "I've got to do something to make customers flock to my tent." "Aren't you jumping the gun?" Matthew said. "I like to be prepared." She sidled up to Matthew and ran a chocolate-colored fingernail down his sleeve. "Admit it, you always liked how I could coax a cow to croon." Matthew's eyes turned as dark as lava. "Stop it." He nudged her away. Coming to his rescue, I gripped Sylvie by the elbow and steered her toward the exit. "Sylvie, give me some of those flyers. I'll be glad to post these. Someplace. Maybe in Timbuktu." "Thanks, Charlotte. Oh, did you hear? No time to gossip." I prodded her forward. "We're busy." Sylvie frowned. She prided herself on being Providence's gossip monger extraordinaire. Gossip, according to her, flew rampant around a women's boutique. "But we've got to get back to decorating. Bye-bye." Before she could protest, I propelled her into the cold, not thinking twice about how she would keep warm. She was an adult, or at least she liked to think so. The door lingered before closing, and I caught the strains of Kenny G's melodic saxophone playing a jazzy rendition of My Funny Valentine. Our mayor, my darling, eclectic grandmother, insisted that easy-listening music play nonstop during the Winter Wonderland celebration. Speakers had been set up at the corner of every aisle. Matthew returned to the task of unpacking glasses and muttered, "Can you believe it? Sylvie rented the tent next to ours." On a normal day, my cousin was the most laid-back, generous man on the planet. But when it came to Sylvie, he turned sour. "Next to ours," he repeated. "Intimate, but not horrible. She's nuts. Certifiable. It's supposed to snow again." Not heavily. Another gentle storm was due.